Speak.
I am speaking. I am talking into the microphone. I am currently looking up the Formula One Monza race.
You sound pretty good.
Good.
Dave?
I like big butts and I cannot lie. Is that good?
Keep talking.
Okay. All right. Those other brothers cannot deny. If they're denying, they're hating. Because big asses are truth.
Word.
Attaboy. That's what we're looking for.
Letters, words, phrases.
And such.
So on and so forth.
Like you do.
My brother loves this beer, and I kind of understand why now. It's the, what is it, the apricot Hefeweizen.
Yeah, it's a good beer.
Yep.
It's a little basic, but still super tasty.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Yeah.
And welcome, everyone, to this week's episode of the Camcast.
Woohoo! Yay!
That's a different voice.
Yeah, it's a different voice.
But not an entirely unfamiliar one.
Because it's me! It's Gavin, it's P-Car.
Yay!
And I am joined by, as always, the man to my right. He is yours and mine and ours, Dr. Radical.
Wow.
I actually think it's Uncle Radical.
Oh, wait, it's Uncle Radical.
Uncle Doctor?
Uncle Doctor.
Doctor.
Doctor?
Doctor.
Doctor?
Doctor.
And Doctor.
Doctor.
No, Professor of the Ghetto Arts himself, Dave Raleigh.
Ahoy, hoy. Yeah, I stole it from you, Trent.
Oh, goddamn.
Oh, damn.
Well, that's because Trent is in here this
No,
week.
he's not.
So.
He's MIA, so I'm gonna jack that.
He's doing real things.
He's doing like real family things. Because,
Yep.
apparently it's a holiday.
Yeah.
What?
Right?
Yeah, we work on Labor... Well, I didn't work today on Labor Day, but...
I didn't either.
Some of us do.
I did a lot of work and did not get paid for it.
Goddamn.
Mm-hmm.
Struggle.
It's very real.
Speaking of the struggle.
I like it.
And then to his right, to my more right, he is depressed and drinking coffee. He is Michael Chandler.
Yes, I am. I am definitely... Well, I'm currently one of those things right now.
You're at least wearing the Depresso shirt.
Yes, I am.
Which you can also buy on Steady Broke's website.
Yes, thank you to our amazing sponsor, Steady Broke Clothing.
Indeed, they're steadybroke.com, steady.broke on all their social medias.
Mm-hmm.
They've got some killer shirts. They've got, crop tops. They've probably got
hats.
Yeah, hats.
Got really sweet hats, actually.
I mean, assuming Tommy ever finally makes more than just the one sweet hat that he made for Trent.
Tommy, I want that hat.
Tommy! By the way, shout out to Tommy for figuring out the U-turn allowed, no U-turn thing.
Wait, what?
If you're... Go follow Tommy Woot on
Okay.
Instagram, and his stories are always a treat.
Got to
Yeah,
tune
They
in.
really are.
Yeah. No, he posted one of, a sign that, said you can make a U-turn.
Yeah.
And then the sign next to it was no U-turn. So,
Like, wait, what?
Exactly. But then the next one he was, in an elevator somewhere, so shout out to him for figuring that one out, not getting stuck there.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Nice.
But anyway, yeah.
There are discount codes for
Yep. You go,
Steady Broke.
you put a whole bunch of awesome stuff in your cart, you use the coupon code CAMAUTO15 at checkout, and that saves you 15% on your entire order.
There we go.
Just because you're broke doesn't mean you can't live your dreams.
SteadyBroke.com.
Bam.
Steady.broke on all social media.
And while you're at it, you can buy some of our shit, too. We
Yep.
actually just got a new shirt, Mount Canmore, with all of our faces on it.
Mm-hmm. We've got the I'd like to change my answer shirt.
With the wonderful Chevrolet Chevette.
Yep, and then we've got a whole bunch of stuff with our logo on it. Hats, shirts, hoodies, phone cases,
I'm
onesies.
loving my phone case.
I was really hoping I was going to trip you up and say that you're loving your onesie.
Are you loving your onesie, Dave?
I am loving my onesie.
Well,
Perfect.
if you are a recent parent or are expecting, go rep the Cam swag.
Yeah.
On your new arrival.
Yeah, be cool like, Dan Jelinski, Trent Nathan Tanner.
Hell yeah.
All those awesome people.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to Hans Guzman, who we learned is a real person and
Yes.
living in Canada.
Holy crap, yeah,
He's
that's
studying
right.
abroad in Canada, so shout out to you, Hans.
Hells yes.
We will definitely discuss the question that you sent our way on the Thursday episode of this here lovely podcast.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was super cool to hear from Hans.
Yeah, it was great. Definitely put Trent at ease.
Indeed.
Yup. So,
Well, fellas, you want to talk about some racing stuff?
let's talk some racing stuff, and let's not get into the thing that just happened this weekend. Let's talk about the cool thing that's going to happen in 2 years.
Take it away.
So, we all know that, the FIA and the ACO, they're redoing the LMP1 rules, so you don't have weird spaceships running around tracks. You have,
Right.
Sure.
it's called the hypercar rule set, so it's going to be more hypercar-looking things.
Okay.
And a company that makes hypercars, Koenigsegg,
Huh?
is eyeing a 2020 Le Mans entry.
That would be crazy.
Right?
I
Yeah.
mean, I'm liking the images that I'm seeing here.
Yeah, well, so that, if memory serves me right, is actually an old, like, Agera thing that they made for, the CCGT. Oh, yeah, the CCGT,
Right.
which was, they made it for the old GT1 days, but then those
Right.
rules got shit canned, so there's only one ever built.
When did GT1 end? Because this Koenigsegg, this is basically like the CCX, right? Or
Yeah.
the CCXR.
Something like that.
That
yeah.
was like early 2000s, like 02, 03.
Yeah, let me just, it's in here.
This is a phenomenal looking vehicle, though. I know this is an audio podcast, but
So
still.
the CCGT was built back in 2007 and a bid to complete at Le Mans. It was a side project based on a CCR, but then the rules changed and the carbon monocoque that it was built out of was outlawed.
Wow, just not safe enough?
I have no idea.
Interesting.
But anyway, and they also said you can't just build 20, you have to build 350 a year. So,
Oh.
slightly
Which is like-
problematic.
How big is Koenigsegg's output anyway? Like,
Yeah.
not even that?
No. So
For their normal cars?
Yep. So, but yeah, Christian von Koenigsegg is very excited about this idea.
This would be dope.
And oh, by the way, if you're wondering why there's never been a GT3 variant of one,
This is a really good explanation.
Yes.
I like this. He says, quote, "To bog an Agera down to the GT3 category would be stupid, and with the balance of performance, you'd get beaten by a 911."
Wow.
Yep.
So, there is no substitute, first of all.
yeah, no. I mean, yeah, like the GT3 cars, they are what they are for a reason.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no. So it's awesome. So, yeah, it's looking like we might have some legit craziness in the top category at Le Mans in a couple years.
Well, I'd love to
Yeah.
see some Swedish spice
Right.
in the mix here.
I mean, and they're not even sure what they're going to throw into the mix here too, because
Yeah.
they're hearing that the regulations might require it to be a hybrid, and the next gen Agera is not going to be a hybrid.
Yeah.
So
Well, the rules right now, they clearly say it, rear-wheel drive is going to be powered by whatever the hell engine you shove in that thing.
Okay.
But the front's going to be hybrid.
Got it.
Yep.
So if they're going to do it, it may only be a race thing,
Yeah, which, I mean, good for
or
them.
they might just tag a new market. Who knows?
Who knows?
Either way, I like Koenigsegg.
Yep, that we do.
Big fan. They get good tech.
Yeah, they got awesome stuff. Christian von Koenigsegg is just the right kind of genius that we need.
Anybody with that many G's in his name is somebody we can trust.
And a middle name, or just a middle word, Von.
Yeah.
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 That's great.
Yeah.
So long as he's not, like invading Poland or something, we're good.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving right along. So, this weekend we had the Italian Grand Prix at Monza.
Ooh, yeah, that's right.
Yes, we did. So, first, Kimi Räikkönen got pole, and he broke a 15-year-old record. He set the fastest Formula One lap.
Holy shit.
That's
Period.
right. I heard about this just the
damn.
other day.
Yeah, so the last person to do it was a man by the name of Juan Pablo Montoya. You may or may not have heard of him.
Did you kill his father and shall we prepare to die?
No, he is...
How many jet dryers were harmed in the making of this?
Exactly. There we go.
I'm sorry. As a very loose NASCAR fan,
Oh,
it
yeah.
tickles me every time.
Yeah, no, that's still one of the greatest. If you can find the clip, they were of Juan Pablo Montoya crashing into the back of a jet dryer. You don't even see it happen.
Oh my
You
god.
just see the
You-
ball of flame
They're
and
looking.
the flash.
They're looking down the back straight, and there's Montoya just coming down, trying to catch up to the pack.
Yeah.
And then you just see him disappear off screen, and then orange flash from the bottom.
Jesus.
Yep.
It was pretty radical.
Yes.
Yep.
So
Do
How
it
many
for
NASCAR
Dale.
drivers does it take to destroy a jet dryer? Just one.
Ah! Ah!
Yep.
Ah! Knee slapper.
Yep. So, yeah. So Juan Pablo did it in 2003, and the time has sat ever since. And he qualified with 1 minute 19.119 seconds, with a top speed with a speed of 163.785 miles an hour.
That's not a bad average.
Not at all. Yeah, it's insane. So there we go.
Fuck.
So let's see here. There was a bit of spicy stuff here in the GP.
Oh yeah, so in the actual Grand Prix, opening lap, Brendan Hartley makes contact with one of the Saubers and breaks his right front suspension. So before turn 1, he's done. Going into the second chicane, Hamilton. The man is on a mission. He wants to win, damn it. He makes the perfectly fine move of going around the outside at the second chicane.
Ram me outside.
And then Vettel, because, it's a heat of the moment.
Because he's Vettel.
Yeah, just makes contact with Hamilton's side pod and spins out, and then him and, the other diehard people who watch the race through a very specific lens were complaining that Hamilton did something wrong. But, then it was Hamilton and Raikkonen at the top. And, Raikkonen was holding him off. And then, one thing that's not on the agenda that kept happening, Mercedes kept faking pits. So they would, send all their mechanics out with the tires and everything to try to fuck with Ferrari. So Ferrari would respond
by pulling someone in.
Or no, they would be like, okay, we think they're going to come in. So they would send all their guys out, and the Mercedes would be like, nah, fuck this. Yeah.
I like that.
Oh.
I like that.
It's awesome, and also
that's
very illegal.
That's a head game for damn sure.
Yeah.
God damn.
But anyway, so it ended up with, Hamilton came in, dropped a few spots back. So Bottas and Raikkonen were fighting. Kimi finally comes in, gets a set of soft tires, and man, that Ferrari was not set up to run on the soft tires. Ferrari brought just 10 sets of super softs and 1 set of the regular softs, so they never had a chance to set up the car for the soft tire.
I mean, that's more for a low-speed track.
I mean,
right? For the super softs?
Yeah,
Monza has one of the longest straights.
One of the longest straights, and it's also, super flat. The Parabolica is...
Yeah.
I mean, it is
effectively... That's that long right-hander, It's that big,
right? 180-degree, almost 180-degree right-hand turn at the end of the back straight that puts you onto the front straight.
Right,
yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And that thing is... near as makes no difference, completely flat.
Right.
People call Indianapolis a flat track, but that has 10 to 12 degrees of banking depending upon where you are.
This one is legitimately 0.
Yeah, this one is legitimately flat.
One on a good day.
Yeah.
Wow.
But so the super soft would be great for qualifying, but it's not, it's not going to get you to the end.
You're not going to get any life out of them. And that's what they were having trouble with, is they were chunking some of these.
Yeah, well, so they set up the car for the super soft, and they're like, we have to run you on the soft tire because we need life. And the car was set up for the super soft, not the soft. So that's how you ended up seeing Kimi's left rear just, borderline delaminating.
Yeah, there's that weird black.
Yeah, it blistered, and then it started, there were some photos afterward of the car in a Park Firm.
Okay.
And Park Firm or Park Ferme? I don't fucking know.
Ferme.
Right.
Probably. All I know is I hate that that's where they do the post-race interviews now instead of at the podium.
Yeah.
So, you have Paul DeResta or, Dan Coulthard.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, just trying to talk to these dudes as, it. I mean, I love it, but at the same time, I miss them being at the podium and actually being composed and hearing them talk shit in the cool-down room beforehand.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Bottas ended up doing the great number 2 guy thing, and he held up Raikkonen as Hamilton was coming through the field.
Oh.
Yeah, which is exactly what you want a number 2 driver to do. He could, if you needed him to, he could have won the damn race, but your title contender, your number 1 guy, is coming through the pack, so he held him up, and, so that's what he did. And then Bottas came off, Hamilton was within a second, so he used DRS like any good racing driver does.
Yeah.
And it actually worked, unlike for Marcus Ericsson with the Sauber. Yeah, free practice too. He was going down the front straight, DRS on, and then, there's a deactivation point where the flap should just automatically shut.
Okay.
His did not. So he gets on the brakes and starts kind of coming over to set up for that first right-hand, chicane.
Yeah.
Nope, car just spins left.
Oh, God.
Into the wall, tumbles over.
Oh,
it was super gnarly looking.
That's messy.
Yeah. But anyway.
So a DRS failure put him out.
Yeah, and apparently Sauber, they were having a problem on Charles' car as well. So they're just like, you know what? No DRS for anybody.
Okay.
So they sacrificed speed for the safety of their drivers, which, good thing.
It's not the first time F1's done that.
Yep. So
that's fair.
I greatly appreciate that. But so Hamilton won with so Max Verstappen got bumped Valtteri Bottas off going into the first turn, like with 10 or 15 laps left.
Yeah, so Max decided to be old Max.
Yeah, Max went old Max. And then complained
Went
that
Mad Max.
And then, God, better. Much better than what we were doing.
Indeed.
Yeah, and he just, bumped Valtteri and then complained when he got a 5-second penalty, which meant all Valtteri had, Sebastian Vettel had to do was get, or Valtteri ended up, I'm not sure if he meant to do this, but he ended up holding up Max just enough that Vettel ended up finishing in 4th.
Okay.
So that was great.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and then the other great thing is the Haas cars. So Kevin Magnussen's car, they couldn't do a proper post-race tech on it because he made contact with, I think, Sergio Perez.
Okay.
And damaged the floor of the car. Oh. But when they were looking at Romain Grosjean's car, they said, oh, well, there's a problem with it. We're disqualifying the car.
They said it had an illegal floor of some kind?
Illegal floor.
It's like extra aerodynamic floor?
Something, I don't know. Like, it's some technical regulation, number, dot, letter, dot, number, parentheses, letter. Something that I'm not really well-versed to parse out here. But anyway, basically, long and short of it is, the Haas car got disqualified, and that meant not only one, but 2 Williams drivers scored points. Sergei Sirotkin ended up finishing 10th with the DQ.
How about that?
That's amazing. Sergei Sirotkin scores his first. Williams was actually not having a bad race. Like, they were right there in the middle of the pack.
That's great.
They were doing all right.
They were not doing terribly. But yeah, Sergei Sirotkin ends up scoring his first point.
And then Lance Stroll also gets a point.
Yeah, Lance Stroll he gets bumped up. I think he scored 2 points.
Oh, man.
So he got bumped up 1. So yeah, there we go.
That's beautiful.
Williams, hot on the heels, man.
Hot on the heels by a technicality, it seems like.
I mean, I think they're still dead fucking last because Racing Point Force India has finished consistently top half of top 10. So they scored more manufacturers' points in one race at Spa than Williams had all season.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's harsh.
Right.
That's just sad.
That's a rough one.
Oh, man.
Racing Point Force India. Okay.
Oh, man. Williams used to be a great thing, but here we are.
Yep. Here we are.
Anyway.
Well, that was pretty much it for racing.
Yeah.
So,
just a friendly reminder, CamAutoswag.com. That's where you go to buy all of our sweet stuff. The Mount Cam or the Chevette shirt.
Hats.
Stuff with our logo slathered upon it.
Keep in mind, we're fat kid friendly, too. We go up to 3X. That's thick with 3 Cs.
We are accommodating your thickness.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Anywho.
Yeah. And also, while I'm here, and we talked about this beforehand, but, your boy, the kid here is it's a little thin. Times are thin for him. So if you want to, we also sell a shit ton of pictures.
Oh yeah, we have pictures.
Yeah, camautomag.smugmug.com.
Indeed.
So whatever you want on there, we got just regular paper prints. We can get canvases mounted for you, metal prints, whatever.
And the people that we use, actually, Mike has taken some photos, and
yeah, I've got a couple things hanging about.
We're actually looking right now at a photo he took at PWC last year.
Yeah, it's Ryan Eversley and
shout out Ryan Eversley.
Yeah, who won the championship this past weekend. Yep,
super.
Yeah,
well done.
There we go. Yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to Tom O'Gorman too. Met him at this last World Challenge. Nice dude. He secured his championship in TCA.
Nice,
very cool. Yeah. So there we go.
We like it when good people do good things.
Right, awesome people. But yeah, shout out to Ryan for winning that thing. And shout out to anybody who goes to camautomag.smugmug.com. Hey. Get yourself a print.
It's good stuff, guys.
Yeah, listen, I mean, I originally started doing that for, the NASA people because they wanted pictures themselves. But some of that stuff's just awesome to see hanging on a wall. So it doesn't have to be you.
Be some other sweet-ass car and driver.
You got to think it's a hell of a conversation starter when somebody walks into your house and is like, oh, man, that's cool racing. Who's that?
I was like, hey, you like cars?
Yeah. Or your office, just total,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, come on. We all grew up with the Ferrari on the moon in our bedroom or like the Lamborghinis on the beach.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of stuff. We all grew up with that. I mean, hey, maybe change it up a little bit.
Get yourself some car art, some car porn.
There you go.
There it is. Yeah.
May I make a special recommendation? Go look at the NASA 6 Hour from 2018, this most recent one.
Yes.
Got some real cool long exposures in there, so
I need to actually.
Very nice.
I still haven't sent you mine.
No, you haven't. It's all right though.
I'll do that tonight. They're all done. I just
Okay,
need to
cool.
Send them.
Yeah, just send them my way and we'll get them up there.
Just gonna send it.
Just gonna send it. Empty my outbox.
There you go.
Speaking of emptying the outbox, hit us up. Mailbag at camautomag.com.
Yes, something that we did not get anything this week.
Yeah, come on, guys. Hit us up.
No.
We love your correspondence. We love it when you guys hit us up. Questions, comments. Give us like a Track Daily crush.
Just want to shoot the shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're cool. You know that. You listen to us.
Yeah.
And we think you're cool because you listen to us.
Exactly.
So it's cool all around.
It's a give and take on both ends.
Just go ahead and hit us up, man.
Yeah, there we go.
Just
Send
hit us
stuff.
up. By the way, selfie.
Oh,
Snap.
wait. I didn't have my beer.
Yeah, you weren't even.
It's okay. You're holding it. That's fine.
Okay.
Anywho, yeah, guys, hit us up. Just even if you want to just say, hey, thanks for letting us listen. That's cool.
Yeah,
we'd
whatever
like to
you
hear
want.
from you guys.
Yeah, man.
Again, another shout out to our boy Hans up there
Yeah.
in Canada. He hit us up.
Yeah.
Great
We
White
actually
North.
didn't know that he listened to the podcast.
Yeah, no, we had no idea. Like, we had no idea what the deal was with Hans because he kept buying stuff,
Sure.
to the point where Trent thought he was gathering evidence to sue us. And no, it turns out that's not the case. Turns out Hans is just a good dude.
Hans is just really, really chill
Decent
guy.
human being.
We're apparently helping him learn English, which may or may not be a good thing.
Oh, is he so French Canadian?
No, he is.
He's actually from South America.
He's from Mexico.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, so close.
I was close.
You're right. You're right in the pocket.
I was nowhere near.
But yeah, no,
No, right.
he is from Mexico. He's studying abroad in Canada, and
Very cool.
he enjoys cars and he enjoys our witty banter. So
Very cool. Well,
Yeah,
thanks,
man.
Hans.
yeah,
So yeah, and we're gonna revisit Hans a little bit on Thursday's episode.
yes, Hans sent us a very interesting question because he's going on a very interesting trip. So we're going to talk about
Ooh.
that.
Indeed.
But anyways,
I have some thoughts on that one, so
Oh,
we'll
yes.
definitely have some content on that one.
yes,
So we've got some news.
yes, we do.
We have other news, and I'm going to mention something at the end.
Okay.
That has not been
Ooh.
put in the agenda.
All right.
Right.
P-car surprise.
Oh,
Okay,
all right.
so this first one on our list here, this is kind of an interesting one to me because, okay, motorcycles are typically known as being loud vehicles, right?
Constantly,
They are loud.
Part of the driving experience.
Right, exactly. They say loud pipes save lives, this, that, and the other, right? That kind of thing.
Yep.
On that same note, vehicles have been getting quieter, right?
Yeah, to
Sure.
the point where I'm almost getting run over in a fucking parking lot by a brand new Infinity.
Exactly. What do a lot of cars nowadays have?
Cylinder deactivation.
Right. Displacement on demand type of thing. Here's where I'm going with this.
Mm.
Indian motorcycles is starting to put cylinder deactivation into their motorcycles.
That's interesting, because motorcycles already inherently get pretty decent fuel economy.
Well, I mean, they're literally two wheels with a motor.
Yeah, and also they're oftentimes just generalizing with motorcycles. They're either V-twins or 3-cylinders.
Right. V-twin 3-cylinder or a very small 4.
Right.
Or they could even be a Siamese twin.
Mm-hmm.
Or even singles. Most dirt bikes are singles.
Sure, yeah.
Obviously, it doesn't count in this particular instance. I mean,
No.
you
Sure.
could just turn it off while you're coasting, I guess. But
Yeah.
So yeah, Indians putting cylinder deactivation in their new V-twins.
It's interesting.
But they're not doing it for fuel economy.
Why
No.
are they doing it?
They are doing it for heat dissipation.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, interesting.
these Indians are air cooled,
Yeah,
like a lot of current V-twins are.
like the best 911s.
Yes.
I like the past too, but I'm willing to live in the present.
eyebrow raise. Anywho.
Anyway,
So they're trying to lessen the heat, when you're getting stuck in traffic. Because that has been a classic problem when you ride a motorcycle is
Sure.
you can heat soak an air-cooled motor because you're not
You're not moving.
Yeah.
air across them. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
You start getting them hot, they'll start to ping. Some of these raced out, motors like Harleys or Buells. even.
Sure, with super tight tolerances.
Yeah.
Right. And these things have a really high specific output for what they really are.
Right.
And you can hurt them pretty badly by getting them hot. And
Yeah.
it's really easy to get them hot.
yeah. So this specific deactivation, so it only happens when the bike's standing still and it's at operating temperature and it's above 59 degrees Fahrenheit. So, like,
That makes sense for
Yeah.
just how you explained it. That's if
Yeah.
you're say commuting for some reason on your bike, and you're in, like, say, downtown Salt Lake, or if you're in, like, L.A., actually.
That's actually a really good example. L.A. is.
If you're commuting in L.A., because there's a bunch, you're stopped a bunch, it gets hot. There's not any air traveling, through the engine. So, yeah, it totally makes sense.
Yeah, so I guess they're shutting down the rear cylinder on these Indian V-twins to help with heat. I mean, that's the one that's covered with most of the cowling. So
Okay.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
The forward jug is pretty much open and exposed in just about every Indian that has a V-twin.
In most bikes, that's kind of just how it goes, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, so I didn't know that it was only when it was still at temp over a certain temperature. I mean, that's cool to know.
And
I figured
sure-
it would have been while cruising or very low speed as well.
I guess I could see that being just as useful, if not more useful. It's like, okay, under, say, 25 miles an hour, we'll have just the front two cylinders.
Right.
Because there's still a little bit of air flowing through there that can also help with heat dissipation.
Right.
On top of the fact that the rear cylinder isn't firing.
Right, exactly. And I mean, that's got to sound pretty weird going from a nice V-twin burble to just a single pop
Yeah.
while you're idling. That would throw me off.
This is on a pretty burly V-twin, so this is currently available on the Thunderstroke 111-inch V-twins.
Which is a pretty damn big V-twin.
That's pretty beefy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what that translates to. 111 cubic inches has to be like 1.6, 1.7 liters, something like that.
I have no idea.
It's
But
it's probably close
how
to a
I
2 liter.
how I kind of think about it is the 302 is 5 liters.
Okay, fair. I see where you're going with
So
that. So
if you take
151 is 2.5.
a third of that,
Got it.
yeah,
So it's probably a 2 liter.
which is that's big.
Well, I mean, Harleys have been having,
That's
1.8
husky.
and 2 liters. And
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, for a while now. So
Okay.
so there's that.
No. Real quick aside. So, Alex Crane, super fan. He
Oh.
was supposed to have a 6-hour layover in Salt Lake, and he was thinking he could maybe pop in on the podcast, but things changed, so it's no longer a 6-hour layover.
Aw.
Damn.
So he asked how it was going. That's why I took that selfie.
Oh,
And then
gotcha.
and then he responded with the selfie of his own.
Where's he at?
Hey, he and the lady.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
Hi, Alex.
yeah. I think they're still at the airport, but
Right
Miss
on.
your face.
Anyway, yeah, miss you, buddy.
We like you guys.
Yep, we'll figure out something.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
if nothing else, we'll get the adventure van going, and we'll all pile in there.
Indeed.
Hell, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'll fix and plate the Infinity, and we'll go take that.
Either or, man.
You mentioned in a brocam you wanted to take the Infinity to SEMA. It might happen.
Sorry.
I mean, yeah.
I'm sorry, Dave. There's an Infinity in your life
Oh,
now?
yes, there is.
We're going to
an-
talk about that on Thursday. I'm going to
Yeah,
leave
we're
all of you hanging.
Oh, I already know the story.
You already know the story
I
because
mean-
you work with Joey and you
Yep.
guys talk.
Yep. Wait,
I'll fill you in, Gavin.
Yeah.
a little bit
Fill
later.
me in any time, Dave.
Hey.
oh, damn.
Hey.
Snap.
Creepy. I like him.
The professor's getting a little bit of extracurricular activity.
Man.
Giggity.
Speaking of getting tail, the McLaren Speedtail is going to have more than 1,000 horsepower.
Wow! Segway!
That
Yeah.
was segue of the night.
This is what I do.
damn.
dude. This is what I do. This is why I'm dear leader, goddammit.
So that's actually more horsepower than the P1.
Yeah, and it's going to,
I'm sorry, how much?
1,000.
Okay.
Yep. And it's going, it's going to have a slightly different hybrid system than the P1, but still hybrid.
Okay.
And McLaren says they're not going for a top speed record because it's more well-rounded than that.
I mean, McLaren has never really seemed as like that company that would just be like, go for one number, right?
No, they're not.
They're constantly juggling like
They're not-
ride quality and handling.
They're
with
not-
cornering ability.
They're
and
not Dodge. They're not just fixated on numbers like that.
They're not going to
God
make a
damn
burnout
it.
machine.
To be fair, though, I mean, the burnout machine that Dodge made was pretty damn awesome.
Not
Listen.
that there's anything wrong with that.
Listen, I've
to
been...
quote the Seinfeld episode.
Right.
Okay, real quick. So, I have been firing off job applications trying to get, myself into a better state. And I'm like, you know
A
what?
better state, as in not physical, like, moving.
No, like
You're
I'm
talking
I'm
a better situation.
I'm still gonna be here. But yeah, no, I'm financially, however much I enjoy what I'm doing, I think we'd all appreciate if this thing moved out of, the pod basement and into, say, the pod office or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, but I'm like, and I think on Everyday Driver they talked about this, like like your first kind of like big boy car, like when you get that new job,
Right.
And there's a lot of talk of, like an M235i or, something else.
Focus RS, some people have as that.
Yeah, some of those kind of things. And I'm like, well, I mean, if I'm just going like point A to point B, like I just want to be comfortable and occasionally just let her rip.
Sure.
Why not get a Challenger SRT8 392 Scat Pack?
Boom. Because the Scat Pack, it's basically a bunch of little, like, Demon and Hellcat goodies kind of just sprinkled into the mix, yeah?
Well, I'm talking about one of the older ones, or it's just basically, like, they just slapped on, like, they found a really good picture of, an old, like, Challenger with the Scat Pack on there.
Right.
They found a really good picture of the vinyls on there, so they just, scanned them in and then made them big enough for the new car.
Okay, I get it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it. I mean, the Scat Pack comes with a couple of goodies, but for
goodies.
the most part, it's a dressed SRT.
Exactly.
And that's still a really good car.
I can see you in one of those for sure.
I mean, it is a big, comfortable cruiser.
For how much shit you talked on the V6 Challenger you got as a rental, I know you would love an SRT.
Even just driving an RT, like, I just want to drive one with a V8 because I feel that is going to be a tremendously different car.
What about a Charger?
I've also thought about a Charger, but I don't know. I like the idea because it's just me and occasionally the girlfriend.
Sure.
I mean, I'm still going to have the adventure van.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, you'll have the sliding doors and the hatch when you need it, but if you just want to go out for a night on the town, nothing better than a Chally to do that in.
Exactly.
True. Let's be real.
True.
And Challengers look better with the old school script emblem on them than the Chargers do with the old script emblem.
Yep.
That's true.
I still like the Charger. I would daily a Challenger, but I still like the Charger.
Oh, yeah. I keep
hands down. I loved Trent's SRT.
Oh, that thing was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, anywho.
Anyway, where the hell were we?
But we were talking about a McLaren.
Talking about McLaren, yeah.
Yeah, so, the McLaren Speedtail, 1,000 horsepower, slightly different hybrid system than the P1, not going for a top speed record. Open up, goddammit. Come on.
Is this going to be more like just Nürburgring killer?
Well, I'm opening up the article so I can actually read what it's going to be doing.
Drinks, gentlemen.
Yes.
Yes, one more. Surprise me.
Okay.
Appreciate it. So... it's making more than 1,000 PS, which to the rest of the world is more closer to 986 actual horsepower.
And that's about what the P1 is at.
Yeah. It's going to be a little bit different than, stupid damn pop-up. Thanks, whatever. I'm not bothering to go too deep into that one because they're going to keep telling me that I won a sweet-ass gift card from Amazon.
Oh, my God.
Here, I'll get it.
Yes.
I'll jump on it.
Also talk to the microphone, Gavin.
I know.
I appreciate you.
I got you, fam.
Yay. But, I mean, I'm assuming that they're probably trying to be more of a well-rounded...
So they're claiming it's at least 84 more than the P1.
Okay.
84 more horsepower.
Okay.
So if we're talking percentages, it's damn near the same. You're not going to feel 84 horsepower when we're talking in the 1,000 horsepower region.
The order of magnitude, like, you're going to have to make a shit ton more power for you to feel.
You can feel 84 horsepower in, like, a Mark 6 GTI.
Yeah. Or, like, anything more, like, a Mustang.
Or a Miata.
Yeah. Even like a GT Mustang, like suddenly you're making 84 more horsepower. That's a lot.
You'll notice.
Yeah. So, but and something that's making 1,000 horsepower, that's really, that's one of those like 1% tweaks. It's like, the car makes 5% more torque.
It's like when Subaru advertised they had a 3 horsepower jump from 227 to 230.
Yeah,
okay,
we're making 9 more pound-feet of torque.
Or like when they had the brand new 2018 or whatever BRZ come out, they're like, we have new valves and new pistons and new cams or whatever. It's like 5 horsepower.
Did you give us a turbo? No. Okay.
Fuck off.
The BRZ STI is just big brakes and stiffer sway bars? What?
I mean,
I'm
all for big brakes in a BRZ. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, listen, it is.
Don't call it an STI though.
Yeah, no, it's God no.
Just piss everybody off and call it a WRX.
Oh, damn!
It's literally an Impreza with better brakes.
Yeah.
And a turbo motor, but still, I'm going to gloss over that.
Whatever. Moving on.
Get bogged down with who
it was like 70 horsepower difference.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're talking about like meh. Right? I mean, come on. I can downhill you in an Impreza.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Anyway.
You should have seen me in the Forester the other day.
Oh, God.
Damn.
Oh, God.
Going down the backside of Alpine Loop.
I feel it's another tale for Thursday.
Knowing how you drive.
Damn.
I feels it.
Anyway, so
Fastest lesbian on the mountain.
God damn.
oh boy. Anyway, so shall we attempt to dig ourselves out of the quagmire that is in the McLaren story and move on to the next one?
Let's
Yes.
do that, yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so the Hennessy Venom. We all remember that, cleaved in half Lotus.
Were you at the unveiling? I was at the unveiling.
You were at the unveiling.
Yeah.
I think I was at a Toyota press conference because I
okay.
decided to try to be quote unquote big boy journalist, and that was just fucking depressing.
Yeah.
I just wanted to yell at Martin Truex.
You know what's funny, actually? Right next to, so I was standing on the other side of the car from Parker Nierenstein, Vehicle Virgins, and standing next to him, the person who I appreciate more, fucking Bill Caswell.
Oh, hot damn. Wild
Yeah.
Bill. By the way, Bill's a hell of a dude. I actually talked to him at one SEMA a few years
did
ago.
you?
Nicest dude on the
He
planet.
seems super down to earth. Like,
Yeah.
I would love to go get a beer and, party with Bill Caswell.
Yeah, he'd be down for that. Well, at least down for a beer.
Fuck yeah.
But anyway.
Let's do it.
Anyway, so the Venom F5 says it's going to be coming with a bespoke engine package that they have spent a year and a half developing.
Bespoke,
So it's not an
air
LS7?
quotes. Air
Well,
quotes. Here's the thing.
It might actually be.
It's funny you mention LS. Okay.
Right.
The 427 LS is 7 liters, I think.
427 should be 7.
So it should be 7 liters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not that hard to go a little bit further and add a liter to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially if you're building a bunch of billet garbage. You can make a taller deck, or you can make, deeper skirts. You can clearance for a larger crank, this kind of thing, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing. So when they were showing it off at, at Quail, at Pebble,
Yeah, this last week.
Yep.
Yeah.
They said it ended up being a 7.6 liter V8, a twin turbo V8, which, whatever. Not the 8 liter twin turbo thing that they were saying,
Right.
but
Here's the thing. You look at pictures of this,
and it kind of looks like a billet LS.
I mean, those cylinder heads, I could spot from a mile away as being LS cylinder heads.
So there's
knowing how John Hennessy runs his company, I would not be terribly surprised if they were like, yeah, it's super...
Yeah, well,
It's super bespoke.
So
Yeah. Quotes.
Yeah. So this is a story on Jalopnik. Jason Torchinsky's, he did a lot of the legwork and researching and everything, but
Oh, cool,
Raphael
okay.
Orlov was there taking pictures and asking questions
Yeah.
because he sent some photos back to, Jalopnik HQ, and everybody was like, could you ask some more questions? Like, a lot more?
We have so many questions.
Yeah.
I mean, this really just looks like...
So-
honestly, it could even pass for just a Tall-Tech dry sump LS7
Yeah, well,
with bigger internals.
Well, so about that, so it looks like I'm trying to find where. So it looks like it is one of the Noonan 462 billet LSs.
Well, okay then.
Yeah. So
Okay, so I probably stand in the same boat that a lot of other people are, in that I kind of don't care.
no,
I just want it to go 300 miles an hour.
Yeah,
Because
so
they
that's-
keep on claiming, like, we're going to be the first 300.
yeah. Well, I mean,
So does Bugatti, and so does Koenigsegg, and so does...
yeah, but I mean, like, it's
think
one of
that's
those things, like when you say it's a bespoke design.
Sure, yeah.
Like, you can't be showing off something that is literally a bunch of off-the-shelf parts. They
Well, I'm going to throw Vanderhall under the bus, too.
Oh, well, yeah.
shit.
go right.
Yeah, because when their first car came out, they called the interior a bespoke interior, and it had...
Wasn't it
this-
just a bunch of like random GM shit?
It was a GM's parts bin with,
Yeah.
instead of the GM badge, you just put some leather and the Vanderhall logo
Well,
on it.
right. I mean, the steering wheel came out of a...
Out of a Camaro, 5th gen Camaro.
Right. It was a
And
5th gen
then
Camaro,
The
and then
gauge cluster was a Spark. Or
Sonic.
the Sonic, I'm sorry.
because the drivetrain was from the Turbo Sonic.
Sure, yeah.
It makes sense, but yeah,
Like,
no.
it looks cool, just don't say it's bespoke.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, this thing, oil pump and pan, dry sump oil pump and pan from Daily Engineering, an ATI super damper that they just slapped a Hennessy sticker on there, late model engine's intake manifold, like, I mean, John, I know it's hard for you, but just own it, dude.
I mean, it's cool shit, but,
Yeah.
just don't say it's something that it's not.
Yeah, and oh, by the way, if you
This
want...
is where I don't like marketing.
No. And oh, by the way, if you want, like, if you just want to feel a lot better about yourself and worse about your fellow car person, look at some of the comments on the Jalopnik story.
Oh, God. What is it? What are
no.
they like?
So you see a fully dressed twin turbo V8 with external wastegates. and a bunch of people are looking at the wastegates and legitimately asking, what are those?
What are those?
What are those?
Like, they have never seen an external wastegate before.
Yeah, these are the people that own SRT4s.
And I'm like...
Or kids are just getting into Subarus.
I'm just looking at it and I'm just like, what do you mean? You've never seen an external wastegate before. You've been geeking out on
You must be new here.
You've been geeking out on like 70s turbo era race cars that have, external wastegates the size of your fist. Why is this new?
This should be nothing new or exciting.
Yeah, like this is normal run of the mill shit.
You should be mad like us that they're calling a billet LS bespoke.
Yeah. Right. But whatever. Anyway.
Hey, it's all good. Make sure your Skechers light up, kids.
Indeed. Oh, so remember how we were talking about, being the first to go 300? Remember how SSC said they were going to be doing that?
Yeah.
Well, only 5 or 6 years late, they're actually going to be delivering the Tuatara, the car that will do that.
About that, yeah.
Well, no, it was at Pebble, and it is fucking real.
Is it? Okay.
Yes, like they actually had one there.
Ooh, okay, awesome. Yeah. All right. I remember reading something about this.
Oh, yeah. No.
It kind of looks like the Hennessy.
Kind of,
A little bit.
A little bit, but no, it is there, and it is real, and it is powered by a 5.9-liter flat-crank twin-turbo V8 built by Nelson Racing Engines.
None other than Nelson. So it probably makes unholy power on
1,750 horses.
And I bet you can put pump gas in it.
Yup.
Because, 1,749 was just not enough.
No, you gotta have a nice round number.
Oh, yeah. No, that's the thing is the Nelson boys, they shoot for the big flat numbers.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. It's 1,350 on 91, 1,750 on E85.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's add 30% fuel consumption and just knock it out of the fucking park. Yeah, we're good.
You're gonna get worse mileage. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Do I look like I give a fuck?
You saw what I just pulled up in, right?
Here's the thing:
my suit, right?
When you can add, okay, between 1,350 and 1,750, that's 400 horsepower. Most production cars don't have 400 horsepower.
Yeah,
no, just by switching the fuel, you're gaining 400.
That's a GTO.
That is that's an LS2 GTO.
Yeah.
Empowered. Or that's 2 GTIs.
Yeah. Exactly.
No, so this thing, all carbon fiber body, in addition to that 5.9 liter thing that should not exist according to Ferrari, flat plane crank V8.
That's the thing. They said you cannot build a flat plane crank V8 over 4.5 liters. Ford did it.
Yep.
5.2.
With the 5.2 Voodoo.
Yeah.
And now we have a 5.9 here by none other than Nelson.
Yeah.
Love it.
So, that
all Ferrari.
Carbon fiber body.
I'm not getting your press cars anyway.
We're not getting that. Are you kidding me? We're not getting anybody's press cars.
No.
I mean,
God damn it.
There's a lot of chat about, building engines correctly from a company that said horsepower is for people aerodynamics is for people who can't build engines.
Right.
Yes. Well, speaking of aero.
I'm just going to go drink my tea.
Hand me the Lipton, son. But yeah, all carbon fiber body designed by Pininfarina, Bertone, and Saab veteran Jason Castriata. Like, it is a gorgeous looking thing, and it has a super low drag coefficient of 0.279.
That's not bad.
This thing is very slippery, but there's only going to be 100 of them.
That's honestly more than I was expecting.
I mean...
Yeah.
I was expecting like maybe 30 to 50.
Dude.
So... I mean, 100 cars, they're probably all sold.
I'm sure they are.
But that's a lot less limited than I was anticipating.
So what you're saying is there's a chance I'll see one.
Right.
I was wrong. It wasn't the Hennessy story where the people were freaking out about, what is an external wastegate.
Is it this one?
Because you see that gorgeous fucking engine.
That is a beautiful motor. And can I just throw out, I love that it says
that is straight pornography.
I love that it says 1.3 megawatts. On the valve cover.
Yeah, that's great.
That is sex.
That is amazing.
That's a turbo setup right there that I would love to own. And again, this is another LS based motor.
Yeah.
Because Nelson builds amazing LS based motors.
Dude. But yeah, no, it's
also, can I just say that Nardo Gray on this thing?
Oh yeah. Dude, it is
absolute sex. With
beautiful.
With the orange stuff in the wheels and the orange calipers, the black top, or is that raw carbon?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's raw carbon.
It's probably raw carbon.
Whatever.
That's a beautiful car.
People are saying motor. That the wastegates are blow-off valves.
Yeah.
Is it a blow-off valve?
Is sequential turbo? No.
I mean, and the close-ups are showing, they're at least using good parts here. That's a tile wastegate.
Yeah.
And that's not a small.
It better be good fucking shit. Just making that kind of power.
Well, I mean, you can do that with a Chinese choo-choo boy. It just might only last 2 or 3 runs.
Exactly. Yeah, no, tile is what all the big boys are running, like the big high horsepower guys.
Exactly.
Well,
so this is beautiful, and aftermarket parts are going to be incredibly easy to fit on this if you are into modifying your Tuatara.
Yeah.
If you're into modifying your 1750 horsepower car.
Yeah, if you're gonna.
It's not enough. I kind of was expecting more.
I was kind of hoping for that 2,500 mark, and then somebody from Underground Racing slips you a business card and says, "Call me."
Fuck.
Hi, how you doing?
We used to fucks with Lambos and Ferraris, but I think we need to get our hands on one of these.
Tuataras.
They just saunter up to you.
And the best part is it's probably making 1750 in a stock GM ECU.
Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, going from, I don't know, amazing, awesome hotness to, whatever the hell this is, the Ford Focus Active is canceled because...
Tariffs.
Yup.
Oh, man, I called it.
Thanks, Trump.
It's because they're not built here.
No, they're built in...
Germany, aren't they?
China.
Oh, in China.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
No, it's
the RS
not
is built in Germany.
Not in the least bit surprising that this car was built in China, because it seems like the exact place that this car should exist.
Yeah, right. This is totally a thing, it is an us and them thing.
It's a very interesting looking car, a car that I honestly could see on our roads.
Well, yeah. You could see it, but you're not gonna.
But we're not gonna.
Because of a 25% import tariff on Chinese-built goods, which, real quick aside, so in our little Cam Shenanigans group chat, we're talking, Dan Chilinsky posted a photo of one of his friends who builds roll cages. He had to buy a bunch of, DOM tubing, because that's what you build roll cages out of.
That's right.
Since the beginning of the year, the price of DOM tubing has gone up 78%.
Jesus.
Yeah, this is what happens when you say, this global market that allows, the price to be more or less what it is, instead of, artificially inflated because you've, cut out a lot of the competition.
Yeah, we're just going to shoot that in the foot.
No, when you have, 3 steel plants making this, they can just be nah, we're just going to go ahead and do this.
I mean, that's what happens when you monopolize.
Yeah, don't tell me that they're not talking to each other and colluding, because that's what happens.
They are.
They're going to get fined $500 or some shit, and they're just going to go ahead and keep on doing it.
Yep, exactly.
Yep.
Total side note: does anybody else see a little bit of Volvo C30 in the Focus Active?
Oh, a little bit.
And
now that you mention it,
the upper part of the roof.
Yeah.
The roof line, the stubby rear end, and if you look at the front,
the rear end doesn't look enough like a sofa to me.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But
the front looks great, though.
I'm really feeling the overall design of this car, but that just
cute.
Really is checking Volvo.
It's giving me ND Miata.
Okay,
in that grill shape.
It's definitely the grill shape giving you that. I agree.
Yeah, it's just really happy. I was like, hey man, I'm happy to be here.
So it's really sad we're not getting it.
Yep,
I know.
I bet we're going to see a lot of these with Canadian plates.
Yeah,
enjoying the United States.
Yeah.
Probably going to see just as many with Mexico plates.
Yeah.
I saw a Ranger the other day, by the way.
Ooh,
Ranger,
yeah.
Mexico plates on
the
it.
one we don't get.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a crew cab?
No.
Oh, surprise!
I don't think
Interesting.
It was weird. It was the new Ranger pulling this really strange trailer, that RV trailer thing.
Speak of the devil, this ad.
Oh, is
that the same body style, or was it one
same
of the older
body style?
ones? Okay,
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So a current generation
Ranger. Ranger with this weird RV camper shell thing with Austrian plates on it. It's the weirdest thing.
Weird.
Oh, super
yeah,
cool.
I wish I would have been able to take a picture of it, but I couldn't.
Just like a little truck slide-in thing, or was it a trailer?
No, it was a truck slide. It's
cool,
in the bed.
Cool. All right, awesome. Yeah, honestly, the great state of Utah that we live in is super.
I fucks with that.
It's known for being a good place to travel through if you are from not of this continent.
Sure. Yeah, because we pack a lot of things geologically.
Oh, yeah. We are the outdoor central.
Yeah.
And anybody can fight me on that.
Yeah,
for sure.
Bring it on, Colorado. I don't give a shit that you got legal weed. I've seen the eastern half of your fucking dumpy ass state.
I mean, I will.
Yeah, it looks just like Nebraska.
Because it is Nebraska.
Basically. Fuck.
And the western half of their state is Utah because, well,
it's Utah.
It is.
So, yeah. Come get me, Colorado.
Pick a side, damn it.
It's all right. We'll smoke you out and then we'll shoot guns.
Damn right.
Anywho. So we're not getting the Focus Active.
Yeah, no. So in a few years, the only Ford car you will be able to buy is a Mustang.
Which isn't entirely terrible.
No, but it's going to be like, you remember when Top Gear did that road trip? Like, they challenged the British mail system, and it was May and Hammond in the Panamera.
Yeah.
And Hammond was talking about in a perfect world, if you went to a Porsche, be like, I would like to buy a Porsche. Yes, sir. What color would you like your 911 to be? That's pretty much what's going to be like in the Ford dealership. You're like, yes, I'd like to buy a car. Okay, what color Mustang do you want?
What package Mustang?
It's going to be all Mustangs, all Super Duties, and some variant of the Ford Edge.
Yep. Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, which, I mean, that's what people are buying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's not what we are buying, but that's what the people are buying.
And the Escape, too.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I can see the Escape living a long, fruitful life in the United States.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or some version of it.
Something.
Well, speaking of things that haven't lived a long, fruitful life.
This is a late edition.
Yes. So the GT3, the Porsche GT3.
The wonderful, loved, benevolent Porsche GT3.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to keep on living, but it's going to have turbos. Which is going to essentially make it a GT2.
Yeah.
So what the fuck, Porsche?
But that's going to make the GT2 better by proxy.
Yeah, because the GT2 is going to end up it has to do something to differentiate itself.
Well, they already have the GT2 RS.
Yeah, no, but I mean,
we don't know if they're going to bog down to just a normal GT2, because like they did in 997, they had a normal GT2 and then the RS on top of that.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't know if that's actually going to be a thing.
I mean, if we are living in a world where there will be GT2 and GT3s and RS variants of both,
yeah.
Just inherently, if the GT3 gets like a 4-liter twin turbo flat six, the GT2 is either going to have to get a bigger motor, with bigger turbos and more power, or something else to make it the crazy cousin that you don't like to talk about. But God damn it, here he is at the family reunion. We have to make peace with this.
What I'm thinking, they have to. In order to really keep the Porsche enthusiasts happy, I mean, they could probably just keep on selling them with PDK only.
Yeah.
They can go back to PDK only and just keep it that way, and people keep on buying them. I really do think that if they are going to turbocharge these, they gotta give us a manual.
Gotta do something.
Well, I kind of feel like the GT3 is going to be the one of the two cars.
It's supposed to be the most driver car.
Right. So I feel like maybe they're going to take a bit more of an economic standpoint from it. Forced induction, smaller motor.
Right.
So you're still getting the fun, still getting the driving experience. Drink.
Yep.
I'm drinking now.
You're still getting the fun, still getting the driving experience, but you're having a more efficient vehicle, and it's still fun to drive.
Because they are German, after all. They crave efficiency.
Absolutely. I mean, it's almost forced upon them.
Yeah.
But they're raised from such a young age to be,
perfect,
resourcefully efficient and perfect. And exactly. So I can see the GT2 being the PDK paddle shifted, crazy, absolute
track
retard,
monster,
all-wheel drive only,
about numbers.
Yeah, exactly. So it checks all the boxes, but the one you want to drive on a Saturday or a Sunday is going to be the GT3.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I feel like everything needs to make spoolie boy noises.
Oh, yeah.
So this might not be a bad idea. I love the sound of a flat six Porsche at full chat.
Oh God, yeah.
Especially like a third to fourth coming off the limiter.
Or coming down from fourth to third.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, there are not too many things that are up that high on that list.
Not that many things can give me the same fizz that can.
Right, and I think there are very few things above that. One of them that probably has a Williams badge attached to it.
Oh my God!
I'm sitting across the table from you, Gavin, and I can tell your nipples are very hard right now. Okay, calm down.
Anyway,
I'm going to give you canned beverages from now on because you're going to break the glass.
Earlier in the year, I did have the opportunity to drive a 991.2, which is the Carrera with the Terpskis, with the hair dryers, and he actually did something exhaust related, maybe cat delete or something. and it was this weird symphony of the Porsche sound we've all come to know and love, but they went from a 3.8 liter down to a 3.0, and then added turbos. So it's a weird, like, higher free revving 6-cylinder with the turbos.
It's probably a bit lighter, a bit more tinny, a bit quicker
slightly tinnier.
Yeah, a little bit quicker to bark.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still fun.
Oh my god, it's great. Yeah, and he had the manual.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
Even
Shout
better.
out to Nate Gracie.
Right?
With his 964 and his 991.2.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful. But hey, no, that's cool. I mean, I'm enough of a purist to say it would be great if they stuck with NA in the GT3.
Right.
But I'm also enough of a fan of power delivery and shenanigans to where I think that a smaller motor with boost is going to be fun.
I mean, I've driven the 3.8 liter GT3 motor and pulled paddles at $9,000.
Right, and that's got to be amazing.
There's not that day, like, not many things in my life have really been better than that. Honestly.
Top 5, I'm assuming.
It's definitely in the top 5. Yeah.
Okay, sick.
Yeah.
Top 3.
I'm going to say top 5. I would say of everything I've ever done ever, I'm going to say it's in the top 5.
Okay, so that effectively cuddles it at 4th place. That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know. As a Porsche, I can't say I'm a Porsche enthusiast because I don't have one, but
I mean, you can still be enthusiastic about
I'll be enthusiastic about it.
We're lovers, not experts.
I'm not thrilled, but I'm not disappointed. Because it was kind of inevitable at this point.
I feel like, you're right. I mean, we've come to a point where we have pushed natural aspiration, I think, to its absolute maximum.
Right.
And without beginning to make sacrifices, we're not going to get any further.
And knowing how Porsche designs things, when they jumped to electric steering, to when they, even did PDK, to when they put the turbos in the current 911s and 718s and things like that. They know that they're taking a risk. They understand that. And with that, they have to make sure it is the best it could ever possibly be for a first generation, for a first try.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I believe in them. I think that they will make a great car when they add the turbos to the GT3.
I feel like they'll hit it out the park.
Trying to figure out just where it's going to sit in the lineup. And are we going to get GT2? Are they going to rename it to GT2? Are they going to call it 992 generation?
Well, here's the thing. I don't think they're going to abandon the rule set or the ladder, the scheme of things here.
Yeah,
I don't think they're going to do that right out the gate.
No,
gotcha.
they're way too invested in that.
I mean, if they do, that's going to be major changes across the board.
Yeah,
which
that'd
I don't
be really
see,
fucking risky.
I don't see Germany at all doing.
No. And if they're going to do that, then it's like, hey man, put that twin turbo 4-liter in a Cayman. Elect a new leader. God damn it!
I'm curious of what the next GT4 is going to be,
dude.
And people have speculated that it will be PDK and that it will have turbos.
Well, here's the thing. Maybe this is the first glimpse of what we might see as a GT4.
Right, because
you start
the first
getting crazy
GT
with
car,
the GT3, and then they spoon it into the Cayman.
The first GT car to ever receive turbos has been the GT2.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's always been the case.
And now the RS. So now it's just, I guess that's just trickling down in their technology.
You're right. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think they're making the step down in the nameplates with the higher technology.
Right.
But that just leaves more headroom for the big hits.
Well,
the GT2 is probably going to be an absolute mental car when it comes out.
Well,
right. And the RS already is.
Yeah. Well,
exactly.
And also remember that, GT2 and GT3, these come from, GT2
race
specifications
and
GT, so like the GT3 is a lot like a GT3 race car, except it has all the niceties. It just happens to be the
it's
same.
Got carpet and a CD player.
Yeah,
you can live with it.
Exactly.
I know people who have.
Yeah, it just happens to have an engine and transmission combination that is also homologated to do race car stuff.
Right.
Kind of same thing with the Cayman GT4. So whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah. So basically, whatever the Cayman GT4 road car is going to be, it's going to be a lot like whatever the GT4 rule set if they make changes to it.
Right.
That's
a good one that I keep forgetting. That there is a rule set that they play with, and that's what it's named after.
Yeah.
Right.
And also be prepared for things like GT5 and GT6, and as we have to keep adding more and more rule sets, because GT3 used to be a customer thing. Like, that was...
Oh, really?
It was supposed to be entirely like manufacturers would build these cars and people would be able to go buy them, privateers,
right,
and campaign them, and it would be great. But now you look at it, and there's like, Bentley, Porsche, Audi, McLaren, factory-backed programs.
Right.
Like you can't catch a GT3 car, like a new GT3 car, for less than like $350 or $400,000.
God damn! And like the new McLaren is going to be $575.
Yeah, like it's towards the top end, but it's not like insane. So that's why we have GT4 stuff,
right?
Because it's cheaper and But I have a
easier
feeling
to get into.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that in a few years we're going to have to I'm going to be saying the same thing, except replace GT4 with GT5.
God damn. And 6 and maybe 7.
Because we can't leave well enough alone, goddammit.
For sure.
Yep.
Well. Do you want to just bring the ship into shore? Into port,
I think we ought to.
Rather than beach it?
Yeah, let's not hit that sandbar again, damn it. We can't have the town staring at us for another 8 hours.
All ahead starboard.
While we try to unbeach ourselves.
Well, thank you everyone for listening.
Yeah.
And, you can check us out on all our social medias, Cam Automag. Just Google us, you'll find us.
Yeah, we're there.
And if you, want to find out ways how to listen to this, if you haven't already, we are on Google Play, Apple Podcasts. Lisbon is our online host.
Libsyn.
Yeah.
Libsyn.
But that's really functionally useless for the people. Like, find us on Spotify.
Spotify is where I listen to us.
Yeah, wherever you get your podcast, just search either Cam Automag or Camcast.
Sure. Right, because we pop up.
Yeah, we do.
Be sure when you're looking for us, and listening to us, to give us a rate.
Yeah.
5 stars is preferred, obviously.
Well, I mean, we'll take anything less, but we're going to assume that you're a hater because you're giving this free podcast less than 5 stars.
Yeah, you're not paying for this, so why?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're going to call you haters. So before you rate us anything less than 5 stars, you should email us at mailbag@camautomag.com.
You know what? Send us your hate mail. That's actually going to be more entertaining anyway.
Or pull an evil Trent and send us your notes. Whatever.
Exactly. I honestly really enjoyed that. I mean, shout out to Evil Trent.
Yeah.
For, I swear, he almost seems like that kind of guy that has just a felt tip pen and a 4x6 cards.
Right.
Yeah, and he's just writing down shit like, nope, nope. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Nope.
Fuck you, Gavin.
Me and him have chatted. He's one of those guys who has the time to actually, he could listen to us, back when we were once a week and damn near 2 hours.
Yeah.
He could listen to us.
And just hold on the entire time.
Well, it was one of those.
Thank you, by the way.
It was just because of, his job.
Okay. Yeah.
He had that kind of time.
I feel that.
But, also.
Super cool.
Yeah. I also want to give a shout out to, I put out the word for help because I didn't know that Gavin was going to be here.
Justin actually hit me up on my way over here. I was like,
So I just want to say shout out to Jerry, Devin, Superfan Alex Crane, Rhett, William Vincent, Matt Barker, Brandon Kuhn, and, Brother Dave.
Wow, everybody.
Full force.
Zach, Turnage, Austin.
Wow.
Ben,
people coming in to be guests?
Yeah, they were because I said we need, another person because it's got to be either just me or me and Dave.
Wow.
And
even then I was worried I was going to be in here by 8.
Yeah, and so everybody, came in, was like, oh yeah, well, a lot of people were just like, we can do it remotely, and I'm like,
I can't.
Unfortunately,
we can't.
We have the technology, we just have not explored it to the point where it is efficient.
We have the roadmap, however.
Getting there involves a lot of orange barrels.
We don't have the toll fees. We don't. They figured out our fake Easy Pass thing, man. They're onto us. But shout out to everybody who said they're willing to, hop on.
We really do appreciate that.
We do want to
that kind of last second help.
Yeah, we do want to have a bunch of you on, especially, Zach, because, you keep saying that you want to come on, so.
Turnage?
Yeah. Yeah, man. So just
I love Zach. We all love Zach.
Honestly,
and James.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. If you want to be on our podcast,
hit us up,
guys.
Mailbag@camautomag.com or slide into our DMs. We're at camautomag everywhere.
Or just fucking hit us up personally.
Yeah, you know us. It ends up getting put in our little group chat, and then I
mean, let's be real. That's how we ended up getting superfan Brandon Kuhn on. He originally wanted to come in with his wife and sit down and watch one of these happen. And then I had overbooked myself.
Yeah.
And there was need for an extra ass in a seat. And
that's right, yeah.
And that's how he got on here.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was a good time.
And,
It was.
And, Brandon's a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So the same thing applies to everybody.
Yeah. And
because we're all social guys. We all know a lot of people. We know a lot
Yeah.
of the same people.
Yeah.
That's true.
And, this is a good chance for us to, get together and, shoot the jams with a bunch of good friends.
Yeah.
And it's also a good chance
That's
to
all this
meet
is.
new
It's us,
people.
Yeah.
It's us sitting down, eating pizzas, talking cars with some mics in front of us.
I know Justin McIntyre because of you, Gavin.
Right,
and, And, because he came on the podcast.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I probably would not have associated with him in my immediate circle.
No.
For sure.
So it's super cool. This makes everybody friends.
Yeah. And I will say this. So everybody who says that they want to come on, guys, when you hit us up, pick a day. Like, we re-record Monday, so pick a Monday that you want to come on.
Exactly.
Because,
plan it out in advance.
Yeah,
Think
exactly.
your shit through.
Exactly, because you know your schedule better than I do. Our Mondays are pretty much free and open, so if you want to come on and be a guest, you just let me know.
Right.
Exactly.
You
Pick
know?
a Monday. We'll let you know if we got a guest. We'll let you know if we don't got a guest.
Yeah, and if we're booked, we'll be like, well, how does this day work?
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
So,
Word.
But we love you guys, and we love being able to do this for you guys. And if we can do it with you guys,
even
that
better.
makes it even cooler.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So
There's
that. Now we can go ahead and park this thing. We've idled long enough.
Yeah.
I think there's a law in California somewhere that states that we had to shut this thing off 5 minutes ago.
Damn, son.
A bunch of jerks in downtown are saying idle-free city as they're riding around on those goddamn electric scooters.
Right.
Just waiting to get hit.
Anyway.
Speaking of which, we need to have probably like a little mini mission or something. We need to just go rent scooters downtown.
We'll figure out
I mean, I live right there.
I mean, I've done it a couple of times. Those Lime scooters and the Bird
Have you used
scooters
them?
are hilarious.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
fun?
I've got the apps.
All right, well,
so,
we need to talk about this later.
yeah, actually. Yeah, we'll
But
talk
anyway.
about this Thursday.
But anyway.
So you've been the doc.
Damn right.
Yeah, I've been the professor. And you have been
The Gavin.
the man at the helm.
Yeah.
You've been the driver this evening.
I know, it's crazy. We haven't actually crashed yet.
No.
I mean, we're about to.
Whatever. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh, this is the fade out. Right,
It was
okay.
nice knowing you.
So anywho, these scooter things, right?